Hi there. I hope you guys are doing well. It's morning time where I'm at, so I hope you're having a good day, good evening, good afternoon, and even, if you're about to go into bed. I was guided to come on here again to broadcast a very important message that ties into this journey, you know, when you're changing your life, when you're elevating your vibration, when you're starting to respect yourself more and to not take yourself for granted, when you're learning to put your foot down and place firm, healthy boundaries if you find yourself in a place where you need to protect yourself in some way. My friends in high places, aka the universe, they want me to send this message out. There's a group of you, I'm sure there's many, who love and who love to give, to support others. And they will do it. They will give their energy away, especially if they have very powerful, golden, pure energy. Usually people who are operating at a lower level of vibration, who are usually operating from a place where they're not fully evolved. So they have, toxic behavior patterns that they may be still playing out in their own lives or just with other people. Now, remember, everyone's a reflection of you, okay? This is why I needed to come on and explain why this sort of dynamic happens with some. As I have said in prior videos, everyone is you pushed out in some way, okay? So if you are experiencing toxicity being reflected back to you from someone or a group of people, or just someone random that you find in the street, or just minding your own business and just running errands, right? It means that you carry some sort of toxicity that you may have formed in the past when you were unconscious, when you didn't know that this is this whole entire game, this whole simulated reality is a reflection of you. And where all of the levels that you have been prior, where your mind has been, what kind of patterns you have caught up to or have stuck to you in some way when you have been different levels of yourself, different versions. So what I'm here to basically explain is that if you find that you have a certain pattern, that no matter what person comes into your life, no matter what kind of people you seem to either be magnetized to, or that you feel that you want to follow or be in their crowd, or just to follow them on social media, something as simple as that. You need to be very, very mindful of the kind of surroundings that you practice, okay? Especially as you are ascending and going up higher, reaching higher levels of consciousness, because you want to at some point release any of your old toxic patterns that you might have been holding on to when you were unconscious, that you unconsciously picked up from your experiences. When you were unconscious and you didn't know what you were doing, you were just like this big sponge that was absorbing everything around you. Because that's a lot of what I did before I knew that this was just a simulation, and that this whole simulation picks up on everything that I have ever stored in my mind and plays it out to me through characters, through experiences, through circumstances, through many ways it will pop up in your awareness, is what I'm trying to say. I know that there's a lot of you that are out there who have a heart of gold, who give and give, but you experience that is not reciprocated back to you. I want to tell you that it's not your fault, okay? And don't blame whatever character, whatever groups of people may not be giving you back in return what you are offering. Okay, remember, don't point fingers, don't get angry at people. You know, don't send them bad energy in any way or bad intentions, because every time you think about someone, and I'm referring to characters, you know, actors in your simulation, believe it or not, that energy transfers to that particular character. There is something as energy transfer. It's real. Okay, it happens. So it's very important that no matter what experience or circumstance you may be in the middle of, don't let that develop feelings of anger inside of you, or for you to develop feelings that are coming from a low vibrational scale. Okay. Like I said earlier, this is your own personal experience. This is your own game of life. The whole purpose of this simulation is for you to have the best experiences in your life, for you to customize your experience however you want it, for you to experience happiness, joy, even though this is a simulated experience, you could still make thoughts that feel like memories, okay? That you could go back and relive that memory in a form of a thought, okay? Because your mind will still remember that you experienced that at some point. It won't forget it. It will hold on to it as a memory, but it's really a thought that you're holding on to. So just remember to hold on to positive thinking, you know, positive thoughts, positive experiences. It's very easy to pick up on negative energy. You know, it's more readily available out there. I mean, if you look around in your own simulation, you're going to see things that are negative, things that are chaotic, that carry a very negative vibe to it. And it's up to you to separate yourself from that. You can't keep being around surroundings of characters, of groups of people that still are stuck in that vibration, you know. If it was meant for them to ascend to a higher level, they will at their own time, but you cannot force growth on another person. You cannot guide them. They need to find their own guidance system, and they will find their way eventually, if that happens to be, you know, what develops for them, if that's what's meant for them. You know, there will be people that become aware of this simulated virtual reality, and some people won't, unfortunately. There's no way to control who is able to evolve, you know, to change their mind, to transform their mind, to transform the way they live their life and the way they think. That is a very personal experience, and everyone will do their growing at their own rate, and they will level up, or they might not level up at all. And you have to be willing to accept that and not force it upon someone else. You know, you could send them good energy. You could manifest changes for them so that their character, you know, the way it shows up in your simulation eventually changes. You can manifest for them to change their character, to change the kind of people that they surround themselves with. You can manifest a character to change, but you can't force this. You know what I mean? Is what I'm trying to say. But you could definitely call in a better version of a particular person or a group of people. Because believe it or not, since this is a simulation and it's only a virtual reality, the person that you see right in front of you, that's not the only version of him or her that exists. There's many versions of many characters in different parallel realities. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds like crazy talk. I get it. But you can always call in a version of someone that may be in another parallel reality and have them come into your reality, your current 3D. But, you know, it takes a lot of, you know, sending them good energy, manifesting that version of them that you want to see, and not have them reflect back to you their old toxic patterns if they're carrying any type of toxicity. Now, people show up for you depending on the things that you have experienced yourself. Like I said, everyone's a mirror to you. This is why it's good not to get angry or send anyone any hate or to think about them in an unkind manner. If someone's showing up for you toxic, having toxic habits, or displaying toxic behavior, just think about them in a new way. You know, think about them being completely different. And what you're doing by doing that is you're manifesting a version of them that's better, that's higher functioning, coming from a higher vibration. And this version of them will eventually materialize, show up in your awareness, in your simulation. That is possible. Okay? So if you do decide to work on a character, you know, and manifest them to have a sort of awakening, or to manifest a better, more healthier version, it is possible. Okay? And there's steps that you need to take to do that. Start looking at them in a different light. Start imagining that they are doing this and that in their life, as opposed to what you may be seeing out in the 3D that is being reflected back to you. Okay? I know this message was a little bit scattered, kind of like all over the place, but I am hoping that the main subject is being understood, that my effort to talk to you and to give you, you know, positive feedback, to maybe say something positive that can influence you in a good way, hopefully that got through to you. You know, the whole message is to learn to not be so overgiving, you know, because this is going to put you in a place of resentment at some point. You're going to take it the wrong way. So if you feel that you're in a dynamic that has become toxic, my best advice is for you to retract, to remove yourself either from these groups of people, to remove your energy. And if it comes down to it, if you have to completely sever the ties for an amount of time, or just completely, if it's that bad, then that's your choice. It all comes down to you. What makes you feel comfortable in proceeding, and what action you decide to take. Okay, but my main message here is to don't let people, no matter what it is that they're reflecting back to you, don't let people act out toxicity to take advantage of you, or to treat you in a way that you know you don't deserve, or to put you in a dynamic where you're overgiving and you're not receiving anything back. A very healthy connection requires a give and take, you know, a fair amount of reciprocation. So make sure that whoever you call friends, even your family members, the characters that play roles of your family members, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you know, that you are giving and you're also receiving, because that makes that dynamic healthy and positive for you. And it's at a good vibration that benefits. So that's basically what the whole meaning of this message is today, you know, to practice safe, healthy boundaries if you feel that you need to. And don't feel bad if you have to set down firm behavior with other characters, because all they're doing is reflecting any of your old toxic patterns. So don't point fingers and don't get angry at them. You know, you could manifest a much healthier version of anyone into your reality. Okay? Take care, you guys. I am super happy today. I feel wonderful. I can't wait to get out there and get my day going. I hope you have a great day. You know, if this was of value to you, hit the like button. I'm not forcing you. It's up to you. But I know, regardless, I know that the universe will find a way to spread this message to the right people that need to hear these words, you know? Okay? So take care and have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Remember, have great moments. Enjoy happiness. See the joy in everything, no matter how shitty it may look at first. You know, pull the joy out of it. You know what I mean? You don't have to look at things in a negative way. There's always a better way to look at things. All right? I love you all, and I'll be back soon. Bye.